Dr. Krishna, recently studies have shown that COVID-19 patients with diabetes had a poor prognosis and a higher mortality rate as well. Why is it so, and what can people do to reduce their risk of adverse outcomes as well?
Yeah, because this pandemic, what we are learning is now we are exposing to the dual pandemic of diabetes and COVID-19. Per se, diabetes is a state of an inflammation where the immunity is getting less and there is an increased entry of the virus into the body and there is more risk of the complications. In diabetics, what we have seen is there is increased morbidity, increased mortality, increased stay of patients in hospitals and ICU, more risk of complications, longer duration of exposure to the steroids and other drugs. So what we want to do to decrease the complications? Number one is all existing diabetics should have a good metabolic profile control, that is the control of the blood sugars, control of the blood pressure, control of the lipids. The second thing is a regular physical activity will definitely decrease the blood sugars, increases the insulin levels and will definitely decreases the risk of the blood clots in the body. The third thing is a well balanced healthy immune boosting diet is very important because patients are taking high carbs, high fats and which increases the risk of the increased blood sugars in the body and again going for more metabolic complications. So to decrease the complications of COVID in diabetics, we need to have a well balanced diet, well balanced exercise, well balanced treatment, well balanced medication.
Krishna, then when societies went into the COVID-19 lockdown, the conditions under which people with diabetes managed their illness dramatically changed, right? Like some of them tried to keep their lifestyle healthy with diet, exercise, but due to work from home, their sleep pattern also got disrupted in a way. Can this disrupted sleep pattern, and this is what a lot of us are very interested in, can actually alter blood glucose levels?
Yeah, actually, there are two parts of the question. In the COVID pandemic, because of the lockdown and everything, and because of the work from home and everything, there is totally change in the pattern of the sleep, pattern of the diet, pattern of the working hours. And if you see that there are the two classes of the people, one is the diabetic patients per se, where NRIs or software engineers, where they used to work in a different hours and a different sleep pattern. The other is the homemaker or housewives who used to take care of these persons, supplementing on the taking care of the food and everything. Her sleep pattern is also disturbed. Actually, now the research says that definitely the sleep is going to have the impact on the blood sugar levels because our body is tuned to the circadian rhythm of the hormones because of the increased secretion of different varieties of hormones like cortisol at the earlier hours. If you are not sleeping adequately, if you are not having a very good sleep, if you are not having a good quality of sleep, and if you are having a disturbed sleep, definitely it is going to have impact on the blood sugars. It will increase the blood sugars. You have the high fasting blood sugars. The other side is because of the high blood sugars, because of the increased urination in the night time, the sleep pattern is getting disturbed. So again, this is a vicious cycle that definitely sleep hygiene is an important new concept which we have to advocate for the healthy living lifestyle, more so for diabetics. A good quality of sleep, at least 6 to 8 hours is mandated, at least in the post-COVID recovery patients for good control of the blood sugars.
I see, but what about non-diabetics, ma'am? People who have sort of weird working hours. It could be not just us in the media, but several other people as well. Do you prescribe having set sleeping patterns as a way forward?
Yeah, definitely, because untimely food, untimely sleep, and the shifting duty patterns, working for the late hours is definitely going to have impact on the health of the patients, more so on the blood sugars. That is going to increase the stress, increase the adrenergic hormones. Again, it will increase as the blood sugar. So, if you don't want to be a pre-diabetic, if you don't want to be a diabetic, you should have a good healthy lifestyle patterns, more so for your sleep and diet.
Dr. Krishna, let me come to you next. Why does blood sugar level actually go up when someone does a physical activity? What precautions should people with diabetes need to take to manage blood sugar as well levels along with their workout regime?
No, actually, normally we say is when you're doing your exercise, your blood sugars are coming down. But in type 1 diabetic children, where there is no secretion of the insulin, if you start going exercise, there is no good metabolic smooth control of the blood sugars. Sometimes you see the sudden surgeon of the blood sugars. So at this point of the time, we have to see what is the weight of the child, what is the daily insulin requirement, what is the type of the physical activity they are going. Are they going for a regular activity or any additional sports or games activities? Then we have to adjust the dose of the insulin and we have to give some snack supplementation depending on their profile. Normally in type 2 diabetics, what you routinely advise the physical activity, elderly people, long-standing people, where they have a high fluctuation of the blood sugars like a brittle diabetes, we advise them to take a simple snacks or a tea with biscuits when they are going for a regular walk or like that. But if the patients who are athletes are going for a strenuous sports activities like that, they have to be a very good metabolic profile or a time in range has to be assessed, and we have to give the snacks or the previous dose of the insulin and oral anti-diabetic drugs to adjust the blood sugar levels. Normally, we say for any elderly people or any patients who are on dialysis or a chronic cardiac patients, they have to take some snacks or a light snacks before going for any regular physical activity like walking or jogging or swimming.